Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. We got a little short tales from the trip for you today. This one I've been waiting for quite a while, a few months here. Check out, we got the XJS here, the 91 XJS. I'm taking it up to Wizards to get some valve cover gaskets done on it, and just have him check it over and everything. But he's got a car ready for me, so super excited about what he's got ready. So I'm going to jump in the Jaguar and tell you more about it. All right, cruising down the road in the Jag. This car's really cool. Go back to the library there, Tales from the Trip, and see where I bought this Jaguar. I went down to middle of almost Oklahoma. I think it was Caney, Kansas, and picked this thing up. And so I'll be doing, this thing's almost ready for an overview video. We're just taking it to the Wizard to get a few little mechanical things done and get it polished up by Van Gogh, and it'll be ready. But let's talk about the car that I'm picking up. This is the 92 Citroen XM, and I rescued that thing out of Oklahoma. Oh geez, it's been the springtime, maybe several months ago, and I was going to tinker with it ourselves, and we were just too busy and had some wiring stuff, and Dave said, hey, bring it up, we'll check it out and we'll get it sorted out for you. So we put it up on the trailer and we hauled it to the Wizard. And I just told him too, it's like, hey, just no rush on it, just whenever you kind of get some time here and there and, kind of fill in or somebody doesn't show up, you got a car to fall back and work on. So it's kind of a win-win for both of us. So he let me know that the Citroen is ready to be picked up. And so I'm driving the Jaguar there, and I'm going to drive the Citroen back to Wichita. I've never driven one. I've just sat in that car, and I'm super excited, super stoked. I still have some more recon work to do on it, some cosmetic stuff, and probably tires and some things like that. But I'm just so excited to drive that car. It's just kind of I don't know. Just everybody talks about how they don't drive like anything else. I did have the incredible opportunity to drive a Citroen DS Chaperon this summer. That was mind-boggling, and those cars are super valuable. But this is just my little hoopty Radwood era Citroen. But I think it's kind of cool. I think some of the real Citroens got the full hydro pneumatics or hydro suspension on it, and so get in and give it a whirl and see how it drives. So we'll be headed up here to the Wizard shortly. I just got back from Meekum yesterday, and me and Tyler went up there, went hoopty shopping, and so I did pick up one car at Meekum. You'll be seeing that soon on the channel, so be sure to stay tuned, like and subscribe, and hit the notifications button so you can see when we upload new material. Lots of fun stuff coming up. So without further ado, I'm off to Newton and grab the Citroen, so don't go anywhere. Boy, I've made this trip many times and pulled in, but boy, you don't see something like that sitting there. Check this out. Whoa, I got the sun blinding us here. Oh, hold on, come on, sun. Come on, focus. There it is. Oh, look at that thing. That thing looks like a spaceship. Is that cool or what? I'm so excited to drive this thing. Let me go in and chat with the Wizard and see, have him kind of tell us what all he had to do to this thing to get it going. All right, well, the Wizard, he took off here Friday, and a beautiful day there, so I guess it's good to be the king, right? Yeah. But Daniel and Junior Man over here, you worked a lot on this Citroen, right? So tell me what we did here.
We had to do a diagnosis because it didn't run.
Right.
So we had to get in there. We saw that the igniter didn't really have any thermal paste on it, so we decided to replace that just more as preventative.
Yeah.
The fuel pump was dead, so we took care of that.
Let's pop the hood. Where the hell's the hood pop at?
By the seat.
Oh, that's too obvious, right? Oh, jeez. All right, so what do we do here, Daniel?
So yeah, after we replaced the fuel pump, you had a bunch of leaks. All the hoses were basically just rotted.
Okay.
Just spraying fuel everywhere, especially this one back here.
Okay.
So we took care of that, and then after that, obviously the car still didn't run. And then we started diving into possible electrical wiring issues.
Right.
And
I know they had that bundle right here that was all cut.
Yep, and that was actually the problem. So we decided to kind of just go from the spark plug all the way back, and then we found that the trigger was the issue. Basically, the signal from the computer to the igniter was, sorry, not to the igniter, to the crank sensor was swapped with the TPS. So you had no throttle, and you had no crank sensor signal.
Yeah, but this was those wires where literally they were all the same color.
Yes.
That's saying that. So basically, you had to basically point to point them.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, because you know, I knew that was the problem. You know, because the rats had chewed that, then the guys put them together, and I'm like, there's no way they got those right. So I pretty much knew that was it. But it's like, why? I've never seen a car that had the exact same wires going to different components. Because at first I thought they were injectors leads, to where it's like there's not, you know, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's just power, right? Exactly. But then I counted them, and they were 8 wires that were all the same color. I'm going, this is a 6-cylinder engine. I'm like, well, that shoots that out of there. All right, wizard, help, Daniel.
Yeah. So the problem was, you know, obviously since the wires were swapped, and they're all the same color, we had to basically take apart wherever the sensors were and then backtrace them.
Yeah,
to the ECU.
you have to do the puzzle backwards, which is not that big a deal, but you just got to do it.
Yep.
And I guess it
open up the whole wiring harness,
Yeah.
you know, and just go wire by wire.
Awesome.
We also had to check other wires too, so you know.
Yeah, and then we had a little broken wire there. I remember that. And then that igniter. Yeah, I've sold so many used igniters for Volvos,
and we put
BMWs. The paste.
Yeah, we put some nice high quality paste on there.
Yep.
So that won't be an issue.
Oh yeah, I've sold those for years and years and years. But actually, it looks pretty good. Good job on the wiring, guys. I mean, that's really tidy under there.
Yeah, that's Junior Mint's work right there.
Yeah, good job, man. Way to go. So you've driven this car. So what do you think? How's it drive?
Weird.
It's weird?
Weird.
Well, it's French, right? So that's a given. But how was it? Was it cushy?
Yeah.
I'm excited. You know, it's pretty neat. Well, who's got the key to this thing? I'm gonna
get in there, start it up.
Yeah, fire it up. Where's the key? Let's go. Check it out. Yeah, so the coolant's full, the oil's full, and well, fire this thing up, man. Let's see what. Let's hear it run. I got video clips of it running. You know, you guys teased me with clips along the way.
Yeah.
But look at that, good old PRV. Hey, look, there it goes. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Did you hear the pump clicking? Oh, we must have it in high mode, or is that normal? Is that the standard mode?
It's in the middle. It adjusts itself.
Yeah.
It goes.
That is so freaking cool.
And you'll notice when you drive it, it'll self-level.
Yeah?
It's just a weird car.
Well, you know me. I love the weird stuff, right? Oh my gosh.
It's the same with the,
that sounds good.
Yeah, it's the same with Wizard Citroen too.
Yeah?
But that one, the rear is higher than the front.
Yeah, I think those are kind of funky that way. Look at that shape of that nose. Is that the funkiest thing ever? Well, this I've had a lot of weird cars, but this might be the weirdest. Well, let me go in here and pay my bill, and then I'll get this thing on the road and experience the. See, that tag is so cool, right? Yeah. UFO. Yeah. Isn't that French for UFO?
I don't know. We used to use that word back in Puerto Rico. Now we just call them ovnis. Yeah.
That's funny. All right. Well, let me go pay Big Dave and get on the road. I'm sitting in a running XM, and the first thing I noticed is freaking weird. After I got done looking for all of the positions on the seats and everything, I've got heat. That's good. I'm better off than where we started from Mecum yesterday. So I've got heat. It's running perfectly. I need to go get some fuel, I'm guessing. I don't even know where the fuel gauge is. Oh, it says liters. Oh, I see the fuel gauge. So here, check this out. So there's the fuel right there. I thought that was something else because of the numbers, like oil pressure, but that's fuel, that's temperature, that's water temperature. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Oh well. Idling perfectly. Here's the temperature controls, steering wheel. And here's all the console controls. I had to take that tag off there, put my dealer tag on it. Didn't want to risk getting stopped here. Sunroof works. So, I was gonna tell you, the first thing I noticed, there's not a brake pedal. That's so freaking weird. There's just a little ball. I don't know if you can see this. Here, I can put it back in park. That is the weirdest. Well, it is kind of a pedal, but it doesn't feel. It feels weird. I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like stepping on any brake pedal that I've ever stepped on before. So I got reverse. That's good. Oh, the steering. Oh, geez, hold on. I got to do this again. I'm geeking out, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm geeking out. So I'd like to watch this here. So I pull into the parking spot here. I let go of the wheel. It self-centers. Isn't that nuts? And then, back it up a little bit. So anyway, I pulled out in reverse. Okay. I cranked the wheel. I'm just like, okay, I'm just cranking the wheel. Everything feels normal. It's just normal, and usually the steering stops. I go to put it in gear. And then that. All right, here we go. Oh, the rear just leveled. Oh, that is wild. This is an experience. Oh, that is going over that big ridge right there. It felt like it just ate it up. I feel like I'm in like some Jeep or something with massive suspension articulation, where you just don't even feel any bumps. Oh, second gear smooth. I got all my junk up here. I left my battery pack there forever and ever. Oh, wow. The brakes work great, but they're weird. This is insane. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to pull out in front of anybody. I just don't. I'm going to be careful. I don't know what's going on. It just runs perfect. Okay, here we go. The throttle pedal feels normal, so that's one thing. Hey, should I try to go underneath of this thing? I probably could fit. Check it out. Oh my God. Kansas. Here we go. Okay, we're off. Tires are old. They're definitely going to be changed. I hope I can find Michelin's for this, because this car just needs Michelin's. It's French, people. Come on now. Wow. Oh, these seats feel so good. Oh, it's shifting perfectly. Oh, wow. The steering it's different. Not in a bad way. Not in a good way. Here I'm supposed to be this, man of all these words and descriptions, and I'm a little bit beyond words. It just, you barely turn it, and it doesn't feel like anything I've ever felt a steering wheel feel like in my hand before. Wow. And it is definitely, I can tell the tires are rock hard. They are just rock hard. And I can just tell that by the sound of them hitting the seams in the asphalt. But as far as the ride goes, this is a magic carpet. I need to get a tag that says magic carpet. I'm doing hey, I got a little corner here. So that was that. I got sun blinding me now. I'm going to take this little corner. Boy, the brakes, they're not touchy, but they're very light, and it's really not that hard to get used to, honestly, but it takes very little pressure. But it's not like you touch them and like some of the old 80s cars that were way over assisted, and they're very light, but they're also very grabby. These are very light, but they're very what's the word I'm looking for? Progressive. All right, here we go. And I'm kind of just babying it a little. I'm not gonna give it the beans or anything. I gotta get closer to home before I start, because the prerogative, or what's the word I'm looking for? The mission on this car was to get it running and driving. It wasn't to get it complete, because this is one that I bought to kind of tinker with a little bit myself, and if it needs some stuff changed or this or that, some of the stuff, Dave is actually kind of excited to work on this car a little bit himself. So I didn't want the Wizard to get it to the finish line. I just wanted to get it running and driving, and then we can address some, whatever other issues that we find. So that was the mission statement, was get it running and driving. And from right now, that is well above and beyond the mission parameters. There, that's the word I was looking for, parameters. They have way exceeded that. Check this out, you guys. Little says music button, pop it, and there's the radio, and that radio is coming out. It's for a pile radio. Okay, now I'm up to speed here. 100 kilometers, 62 miles an hour, and I'm happy. I'm happy. If this smile tells you anything on my face, I am very, very happy. This thing drives very well. Actually, honestly, better than I really expected, to be honest with you. How freaking cool. Well, what I'm going to do here is go ahead and focus on the road a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and top off the fuel. They weren't 100% on my fuel gauge as far as like accuracy, so I'm going to go to the gas station and fill it completely full of fuel, and we'll pick it up from there. Filling her up with 91 Premium. Wow, this is something else. There's so many interesting things going on. You get out of the car and the car just subtly raises and lowers a little bit, depending, when the weight gets in or out of the car, it self-adjusts and everything. Look at that frontal area. That is just insane. Look, all the lights are working. I'm still figuring the car out going down the road, but man, I can't wait to get this thing polished up and touched up and new tires. My brain is rushing with all the possibilities of this car. There's one thing that just drives me crazy though. Somebody repainted this quarter panel, and you can't really tell here, but it's a brighter silver than the rest of the car, and it just stands out like a sore thumb, especially in the sunlight. So I'm gonna fix that, PDR a couple little things, and just touch it up and just make it as nice as it can be without, completely restoring it or whatever. But right now, I am super happy. Well, we put in 10 gallons, so it definitely needed some fuel. We'll see what the gauge reads. Even as something as simple as the gas cap is unique. Look at that, it has a rubber seal, so it's actually a very sealed system. All the writing's in Japanese on this car, all the warning labels, so there must have been a Japan market car. But I don't want to lose this gas cap, as you're not going to find that at your local O'Reilly's. Get that put on there and just snug her down. Let's get inside. It's so much fun playing with weird new cars. Look, I just found that this wheel tilts and telescopes. Look at that. And there's a little lock way up under the column over here. It's kind of hard to see, but little lock, tilt and telescope, because it kind of was on my legs. Oh, so comfortable. Look at the dash. Get the lights on. That's super cool. I turned the radio on. Look here. The radio's not as bad as I thought. It's playing nice. It's just, I see pile, I don't know, it's kind of just low grade, but I mean, it works. I mean, what are you gonna do? Here's the glove box. Wow, big old glove box. Super cool. I've been trying to find cruise control on this thing. I'm just looking at all these buttons. I didn't really want to be trying to figure it out. There's a headlight switch. It's hidden behind the steering wheel. You can't see it. I finally found the headlight switch back here. Oh man, having so much fun geeking out on this thing. It definitely needed fuel. Hey, the gauge is working. So I'm gonna go put some BG44K in it. It's just never hurts. Always good to clean the fuel systems out. And man, this thing is just, this thing's comfortable. I'm gonna shake it down and we're gonna drive it around town, but I'm ready to road trip this dude. Let's get back out on the highway. All right, we're to the shop here almost. So let's go ahead and give it a little gas. Well, I made it back to the shop safe and sound. And David was out here working on the car. And David, I walked out, hit the horn, push in on the end there. I pulled in and David's like, oh my God. And I ran the car in the suspension modes and raised it and lowered it and everything. David is tripping out on this car. So I said, well, let's go. Let's go for a drive.
So crazy.
David, you ready? There's your indicator in your dash. There's drive. Yeah. And you feel the rear squat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just adjusts.
You can feel it.
Yeah, it's so wild, man. It's crazy.
Oh man, the
I'm curious to see. Self-centers. David, oh, you feel it raise up?
Yeah, I
know.
On the back.
It's almost a little unnerving. Just some weird movements that you don't ever get in cars.
There's a lot going on.
All right, this is your first drive, David. You've been what? How many months have we had this?
A couple months.
You've been dying to drive this, haven't you?
It's been sitting back there.
And all those wires were the problem. They had to just trace each one to go to each component.
Yeah, I figured because they're all the same color.
It was so stupid. Yeah.
I have to, I guess, continuity check them.
I feel it. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It feels so weird.
You feel it? You feel it raise up and adjust?
It feels like it's on air.
It kind of is actually.
Kinda,
It's air over hydraulics. Those nitrogen spheres are gas charged.
It doesn't feel like a normal.
I know. It's hard. How do you describe it to people? You can't, can you?
I don't know.
Because there's no mechanical linkage to the steering wheels.
So it's all
hydraulic. Yeah. And wait till you go ahead and feel your brakes. We'll go right up here. Feel your brakes.
Oh wow.
They're very light, but they're not touchy.
Yeah, like you don't need a lot of pressure, but they work.
And they don't grab. It's just weird. It's so hard to describe this car. So go right up here and let's go on the back way. Yeah, isn't it something?
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like you could run over this curb and not even feel it.
It's so tall too.
I know. You feel the steering?
The steering is so easy.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like nothing because this road back here is horrible.
Yeah.
Right. So I wanted you to come back here on this road on the back. The tires are rock hard too. When this thing gets new tires on, it's going to be unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
You feel how it just moves around like
easy.
It's
just kind of crawls.
I know, like it just nothing is jarring in this car.
Mm-hmm.
It just moves. It like you said, crawls, right?
Yeah, it like crawls. It's weird. It just feels like a I don't even know.
I know, right? I know. It hit these dips and bumps.
Yeah.
Like they don't exist. It's like
you don't even feel it.
You're like you're in a tank or something.
You don't even feel it.
I know. You got to go watch the movie Ronin, David. I don't know if you've ever seen it before.
No.
But the bad guys drive an XM in Ronin.
No way.
Yes, the bad guys, the baddies.
I'll have to check it out.
You got to watch Ronin. You'll love it because there's some really cool car chases. Yeah. And well, give some beans here. Let's see how it runs. Oh, it's got good torque, doesn't it?
I wasn't flooring it there.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you were just easing it in.
Easing in. It's pretty nice.
Watch out for this guy.
Wow.
Look at that. Here's a dip right here. What dip? Where'd the dip go?
You don't feel nothing.
And it's freaky. I can't wait. I only hope they make Michelin tires for this car.
You have to experience this car to see how
appreciate it.
Yeah, it's different.
It is. And then you just whip it into, parking lots and whip it into the back right here. Just whip in. You know what I mean? Like just kind of whip it in. It just
you don't even feel
it's weird.
It just feels like it just goes straight.
It just kind of leans like a boat or something, but it corners.
Yeah.
Oh, here's these big potholes. It just crawls.
It feels soft though.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
The whole car just drives like a cushion.
Yeah, like a cushion. It is wild.
It's like driving a pillow.
Like driving a pillow. But you know what's crazy though? Okay, it's like driving a pillow, but at the same time, these things handle incredibly well.
Really?
Oh, you see them in slalom tests and all that stuff, and they absolutely kill everybody.
I'll have to look more into that. Watch that movie.
Ronin.
Oh yeah.
And then look up some old tests and stuff.
Yes.
And they take these cars on some go ahead, and they take them on some courses, road courses, and it's just crazy what they do. Yeah, just pull in. Well, Dave, I've got the GL in the trailer here, so guess what you get to drive?
Car.
Yeah, you excited?
Oh yeah, look at the wheel. I don't even. It's just like I'm pulling in and then
I know, and it just. I keep trying to push it back and it gets out of my hand. I'm like, what was that?
It just wants to do it itself.
Super cool.
Man. This is gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. Well, now let the recon begin, right?
Yeah.
You're happy to work on this one.
Yeah, but at least we know what we're doing with it now.
Yeah, interior's like mint. Interior's almost perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Start hunting down a few little things here or there. Well, hey, we're riding in the Citroen, and so it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna have some fun getting this thing just a little cosmetically, kind of resurrected, and get it, look at the mechanicals.
Has a lot of features.
Yeah. And then see, I don't know if I'll have to look at the receipt, see if he changed the oil and stuff, but just tires is the number one first thing. Go in there and order tires right now.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, appreciate you guys watching along. Like and subscribe. Have a great day, and
we'll see you later.
Oh, come on now.
Happy motoring.
There you go. Come on. That's my boy. We'll see you guys. Do the turn signal. Do the other one. Now do your brakes. Now do your let off. Do your rear fog.